we all recognize his voice.
Have you guys been on a podcast before?
No. You're our first podcast.
You never done like anything?
No.
Like vlogs or anything?
We try to make a vlog.
Well, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How did that go?
Well,
Jamie needs to get a laptop to put it together.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
To like edit it?
It's in the formulation,
Yeah.
like the content's there. It's
It's
just
funny.
Create. It's us. It's just
Is it like comedy or is it like working out or is it?
It's a combination. Of
Yeah. So like what we want to do is like show like what we are like just in our daily routine, like food, like
A
how
day
we
in the
cook,
life.
like
day in the life, you know?
our banter,
what you guys are doing.
like
Exactly.
Yeah,
you know,
good.
and like how we interact and like.
And you guys are BFFs, like
Yes.
best friends.
Yeah, for sure.
And by the way, this is episode 57 of the 100 podcast. I brought in Danielle, and then I brought in Jaime. Just some savages. Two beautiful savages. But I gotta say, you're two beasts. You know, bodybuilders and coaches, and you guys are doing a lot of shit. So
thank you.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
like to think we stay busy.
yeah. So what you're talking about your thing about that vlog? What is your daily schedule like, anyways?
Oh wow.
What are you
Okay.
guys doing on the day to day?
Wake up.
We wake up around like 7 a.m. I call her every morning. I go to her house.
True.
Have breakfast. We go to the gym by like 9.
Yeah. Well, and then if I haven't already called Danielle and like asked her like, what should I wear to the gym today? Like, what do we?
I don't know if that was an outfit.
It
Okay.
matters.
Okay.
Yeah, there's I've got a whole theory behind it, but yeah.
Yeah. You guys go to the gym and do you do like cardio later on in the day or do you do cardio the same time you're going to the gym?
That honestly depends. She works a real person job right now, so she has to formulate her schedule. But when I was on prep the last few weeks, I was doing an hour and a half of cardio, so I would split it up. Half at the morning, half at night with my posing. So
Jesus Christ.
yeah.
That
like a full-time job.
Oh, I hate cardio. I hate cardio so much. And just knowing how much I hate. What was the worst part of that whole prep? Like, was it cardio? Was it just the eating? The eating, like, you know, I don't know how your diet was or
Honestly,
what, but like, what was?
The eating is the easiest part.
Really?
Yeah, for me at least, because I'm super strict. I follow the plan. I know what to do. Trust my coach. The hardest part is probably, I don't know, emotions. Like
you do. It's like you really do get in like the prep feels is what we call it. Like there's like a certain part of the process where like everything shifts and then you're like, oh my god, like just overwhelmed, just like everything. Yeah.
And like towards the end, like any little thing can like set you off. Like, like I had COVID for a week. I was like 5 weeks out and I had to stay home for a week. And I was like, I'm not going to be ready for my show. I was like, it's all fucked at this point. And then my car broke down. Had to buy a new car.
Oh my gosh,
it
did happen.
It was like a process of a whole
This
week.
happened right within like a couple weeks of your show, or like a month of your
I
show.
feel like and that's usually like when the feels hit. It's like the 5 week mark, and you're just like become consumed by all these feels, and the world just ends and shatters all around you.
Everything's so negative.
Not to be dramatic, but like the world practically ends. You know?
No. I can see. I've seen Darren when he's walking around. Sometimes when they're getting close to the show, I'm like, oh yeah. I don't even.
Are you okay?
Peace out, bro. You know,
like okay, today's not the day.
Yeah,
That's right.
Have a good workout, man. I'll catch
at
you
least
later.
you can read that because some people can't.
Some people are like, what's going on with you? And I'm like, don't ask.
Yeah, like, what the fuck you think's going on? Like, fucking working over here.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So, you won your show.
Yes.
How was that? What was it like when they said you were first place? Like, what was that feeling like?
I honestly was super happy just going into it and doing a show. It was like instant gratification for all like the hard work I did because I was prepping since January. So I had my show got canceled in April. So I was like, I don't know what the next move is. Everything was so wishy-washy in California. I switched coaches. I went to Anna. She told me Vegas was open. So I was like, okay. And I was like, I was going to do this October show. It's in like 6 weeks.
Yeah.
That was like the original plan.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was like, no, you're going to be ready like way before that. So we changed it in August.
Right,
And I was like, okay, like let's do it. And then we did the damn thing.
And I saw you talking about like the posing was kind of nerve-wracking. And how was that? Like stepping on the stage, having those people like how was that? 'Cause I would never. I ask every bodybuilder I've had in here so far, like, What's that like? Because I would not. I feel like I'd never be able to do that. That's just so crazy to me.
We'll get you there.
She looked so good too, and she was. You were insane with practicing your posing.
I was practicing every second I could. Literally, because I heard okay, posing's the hardest part. You need to be flawless with your transitions. You need to own the stage. And as I'm lining up in the I don't know what you call it. They call your number and you're lining up to go on stage. I'm literally what the hell is my routine? I couldn't remember it. And I was trying to go through it in my head. And I was okay, just breathe and go up there and just do it. And yeah.
That's what you have to do.
Just kind of get in the zone, right? Yeah.
You do.
And I was super nervous. I rushed it a little bit, but it was my first time up there. So I was okay, next time, breathe a little bit, just go slower. And then, I don't know. I spent hours on that and I feel more confident now that I did it.
Yeah, well, when you finish, were you okay, this wasn't that bad?
Yeah, I was okay, what's the next show?
Literally, though.
I was I can do it now.
Yeah. And winning that your class or whatever, what does that do for you? What's the next step for you? Where can you go with that?
Nationals.
Really?
Yeah.
And so
right.
Once you get to nationals, if you what do you have to get there to get your pro card or what?
So it's basically a regional show, but a national show. I'm going against the top wellness girls.
Yeah.
So it's game time. These girls are coming to win. They're trying to get their pro card too. You're trying to bring your best package, best posing.
This is your chance. To take it. To
it's
the
the Olympics.
Yeah. When is your plan to be in there?
That's a secret.
Oh really?
I know it.
What is it? Can you hear me? Oh shit! You're not gonna tell me. Fuck. All right.
Yeah.
So Jaime, what about you? What's your bodybuilding like?
Yeah.
What's your background? Because I see you're doing it. I've seen your Instagram. I checked some of your shit. I saw you were. I think you're were a brand rep for some clothing brand or something that's coming out. I saw you doing. I don't know what it was. But I saw you doing some squats. I was looking like a beast. So I don't know.
Perfect. You know what? And that's step number one. No, it's just really about the grind right now and just trying to just really get yourself out there and put on for some of these brands and but no, as far as my bodybuilding background, I compete with an organization, WBFF, which is World Beauty Fitness and Fashion. So it's a bodybuilding competition, but there's more of an emphasis on the glamour of bodybuilding. So it's kind of like a pageant.
Gotcha.
So when I tell people about it, you can get your pro card in it just like you would IFBB, and then you go on to Worlds, which is the equivalent of Olympia to IFBB, which is the Olympics of the sport.
Top of the top. Yeah,
you can't get any higher than that.
Yeah.
And then getting your pro card with the organization, it's basically signing a modeling contract.
Gotcha.
So they're the emphasis on the glamour and being a diva and the posing is really saucy and the bikinis are really over the top and there's a really fun theme wear element of the division I compete in, which is where you get to bust out the Victoria's Secret angel wings or
it's
you get to get crazy with it.
Pageant.
Totally pageant-esque, except you don't have to talk. The body does all the talking for you.
Yeah.
Which is great because your cheeks are shaking, trying to smile. But no, it's very very glamorous and they're paying attention to everything, to the detail on your shoes, so.
So they're paying attention to even your clothing and shit?
And there's an evening gown element. You're getting judged from registration the night prior. They're basing their impression off of you as soon as you walk in the door. What kind of dress are you wearing? What's your hair look like? Makeup, it's a whole ordeal, which is totally the opposite from the day-to-day grungy in the gym for a couple hours,
just going in there, just
handling business.
Yeah, just getting it done. Yeah,
getting it done.
But how do you guys get your names out there? To get be an influencer for a clothing brand or on social media? How are you guys getting your name? Are just people just finding you? Are they just reaching out?
I feel it's column A and column B kind of combined. Yeah.
It's more of you reaching out to them, posting
kind of
their products.
Just and I feel what's really important with that too is that you want to involve yourself with companies that you genuinely use in your life. You don't want to have it feel forced just because someone's approaching you with something, you want to think about recommending it to your loved ones.
I feel that'll help you in the long run, even because it'll make you look more authentic. People really fuck with you. They'll be oh, she's really She's not repping this fucking weight loss. This wellness. This
like,
Kim Kardashian.
Okay, Slim T, get out of here with that bullshit.
You're gonna get a 6-pack from this shit. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, it's a little bit of both. I feel like you kind of have to be good at weeding out the ones that do try and approach you, because a lot of them are hoaxy.
Yeah.
A lot of them aren't legit. They're
I
not
hate
legit.
those fuckers. It's like we'll give you 50% off your first watch, but you know you're a brand ambassador. Like, how, bro? You can't even hook me up with a free product.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Like, you know, exactly. They're very hoaxy. Dejan even he had one. He had one that he was saying some dude was writing him on email, and he was telling me, as soon as he was telling me, he's like, yeah, dude said he's gonna pick me up a limo, and I was like,
oh my god,
I was like, Dejan, bro, like, bro, let me see the email, bro, and he showed me, I was like, this is bullshit, dog. Like, he's like, nah, bro. I was like, all right, and then he tells me like, a couple of days later, week later, he's like, that shit was fake. I was like,
called it,
bro, I
told
you, dude.
You can tell by their like setup of their email too.
Yeah, and there's like spelling errors and shit. Like, bro, this is professional? Like, you're getting this shit from Calvin Klein? Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Calvin Klein, yes.
Nope. Probably not.
Man, that's so crazy to me. Like, and what's crazy now is how social media has expanded to where, like, anybody can be an influencer now. Like, even if you have, like, 5,000 followers or 10,000 followers, like, you can have a brand reach out to you and stuff. And it's kind of, I like it. It's giving everybody a little bit of a chance.
Totally. It evens out the playing field.
How do you guys feel about social media?
Just bring it out.
Yeah, that's a loaded question for sure.
I'm gonna let you handle that.
How do you think it is? First of all, how do you think it is mentally? Like, and maybe not for you guys, but just for like the general population, for people in general. You think social media can be healthy, or you think it's kind of like a negative? Or what do you think?
I think there's pros and cons to it. I think it could be a tool, but it could also be a weapon. You know what I mean? Like, it's about how you use it. Like,
yeah, exactly. It's kind of are you kind of producing content, or you're kind of a consumer?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what side are you gonna be on, and like, how are you either gonna utilize it as a tool, or like let it
like
get
a business
to you,
platform, or like I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard to like gauge the range.
Why do you guys have no comments on social media? You guys just...
No,
like I don't like those accounts like where these girls are like promoting fitness when they do little band work. I'm like, that's not like your body isn't real. You don't know how to lift a real weight, like you're using little bands, and you have 100K followers.
I think it's just really easy to frame, like how you want people to perceve you, like, and a lot of the times it's not authentic, and I think that's kind of like the frustrating part when it's people who like are authentic, that are doing
actually like posting their real life on there, and then you got people that are like just posting the perfect picture. They took 1,000 pictures to post
right.
Yeah, I get you for sure. I think, like you said, there's pros and cons. Social media, I feel like, can be very addictive. People can get super stuck on it, and kind of you can get in a like a negative just circle where you're just kind of looking at bullshit, and like Facebook or whatever, people are always arguing back and forth.
And there's like 125 comments on it.
Yes,
But then there's also people who like, are also like influencers on Instagram, and then, like they put themselves out as like this type of person, and then like you meet them in person, and they're they're just like glued to their phone, or they just like have no personality. You know what I mean? Like are a shell of an individual.
That is 100%
fucking
true.
Ellen, bro. What happened to Ellen? Oh, sorry, I don't know. I never met Ellen. I don't know.
We love
she
Ellen.
Might be nice.
She might be nice.
Yeah.
I was talking more about.
Are we not talking to no names? No names.
You can say the name.
Does it? I was just talking about Brad Castleberry.
Yeah. Okay, so funny story.
Oh, is he? I think I know who that is.
Okay.
I feel like I know the name. But go ahead.
Funny story. Me and Stella went to the gym one day without Jamie.
She was busy. Wasn't there for any of it. Yeah.
So I just know it. We were at, it's called TG, like in Vista, when it was open. It was like the only gym open. And Brad Castleberry comes up to me and Stella with his best friend, and he's I know. And he's like, do you girls want to go to like lunch and hang out? And we're like, yeah, like you have like 1 million followers.
She
like,
did it for the blue check. At the end of the day.
I did. And I'm like, okay, sure. And he was the most like self-centered clam of a person. Like,
if you could imagine,
you're like, this is not worth the money.
No, she called me like right after, and I was just like, that sounds
disappointing.
I was all excited for her to go. I was like, you go, you get that blue check. Let's do this. We're winning. Go us.
Yeah.
You know? And I was like, hype all the way. And then she told me about it afterwards. I was like, everyone's kind of boring. Like, I'm sorry, sis. Like,
so
it was disappointing. It's
that kind of sucks, and I feel like that happens a lot of the time where you get really hyped about something, and then it just never, like, the things you're not hyped about, they usually turn out pretty well, and then you get super hyped, it ends up in disappointment.
That's the truth.
I kind of feel like it happens, you know, I don't know.
Yeah. So, it was
I stay low key, I don't even get excited no more. I'm just
like, no expectations.
Yeah.
So, all around is just terrible time, or what?
Yeah, I don't know, I think people perceive themselves to be, like, this awesome person and whatnot, and they're actually really boring and they have no personality. They can't conversate like a normal person. Or like he just talked about himself and all his TikTok followers.
And then
I was like, do you know how to
whole nother like genre of...
I was, and at the time I didn't even like know what a TikTok was. I was like, I don't really know anything. I don't care about your following.
Okay.
Can I get to know you as a person? Like,
what do you like to do?
Yeah.
You know?
And he was like, no, watch me lift this instead.
I was like, you're boring. No personality. Gotta go now.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I gotta post 3 videos today. That's all I'm worried about.
You know, like...
what is he like on social media? Like, what does he portray? Is he like a bodybuilder or something?
Yeah, so he's known for like lifting fake weights.
Yes! I know who that guy is. Yes! I know exactly who he is.
That one.
I knew the name, but yeah, I used to see the videos I forgot the guy's name, but he would make fun of that guy. He'd like meet him, and he met him one time at one of those expos, and you know, about the fake weights, And there was like a chick that was like a big influencer that was doing the fake weights. She was like, she acted like she was like doing like wall sits, and she had like 1045s on her legs, and she was literally like acting like she could do it. And then they were like, she's like, no, I'll really do it. And then they went and recorded her, and she got to like 4 or whatever and just fell. And then she did it again, and then fell again. And they're like, okay,
stop.
You're not
hoaxy.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the word of the evening.
Hoaxy. So what made both of you? I guess Jamie first. What made you decide on your like bodybuilding or your woman's fitness bodybuilding pageant? Like, what made you decide to pursue that? What?
Yeah, no, that I always say, like, I didn't find fitness, like, fitness found me, and I think it really found me at a time where I was, like, at my lowest, I guess. Like, I, like, went to college, and I was like, cool, supposed to get, like, a big girl job, but, like, nothing about, like, what I studied, like, got me fired up the same way fitness did.
Yep.
You know, and it was, like, I think then it kind of clicked for me. I was like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, gotcha. So
what did you go to school for?
I went to school for mass communication, so it's public relations and advertising specifically, and like I really enjoyed school and I was good at it, and I really enjoyed what I was studying, but I just didn't see myself like, you know, being an officer or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. Fitness was like kind of your passion. You
it absolutely was.
So how did it find you? You just started working out or something? And just
I literally it was the best way I can describe it was like a mental switch was made. Like a light switch went on and I never flicked it back off. Like, and it was just that instantaneous. I was like, okay, this is the day where I like start counting shit and I start holding myself accountable more than anything to like work out. And you know, I'm in my 20s, my early 20s. Why shouldn't I look the way I want and feel the way I want to look?
Yes,
you know,
exactly. That's kind of. I feel like you said. It kind of was a big thing for me is that it happened at like your lowest point. I feel like it happens for so many people. It's
and
like fitness is like your savior, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So how about you? What got you into it?
Oh God. Okay, well I've always been like an athletic person. I played water polo, I swam, did track, volleyball, all that good stuff. So right out of high school, I got a boyfriend. Everybody gets a boyfriend.
Oh, yeah,
and we were together for 3 years, and then I kind of, like, you know how you kind of lose yourself being with somebody?
Yeah.
So that kind of happened. We would go on vacations, all you can eat and drink in Cabo.
Dangerous.
Dangerous.
World dangerous. Muy difícil.
Dangerous, huh?
Yeah. And
I've never been to Cabo.
Oh dear Lord.
Yeah, we got
everything's included, bro. Everything is included.
I'm scared of Mexico.
You shouldn't be.
Don't be.
Embrace it.
I
I
want to make it back, you know?
You
they don't like me, though. They might like you guys.
She's whiter than white.
Dude,
she's made it back.
Yeah, I'm literally rocking like a hardcore sunburn. Like there's nothing cute about it at a certain point.
Okay. I gotta try Cabo though for sure.
Yeah, you do. Or Cancun.
10 out of 10 recommend.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so around like last year, we were planning a trip to go to Thailand for a month. And I was like, I'm kind of like tired of how I look. I was like, I want to get a coach. I want to work out. I always lifted, but I never really like learned how to lift. I never really like held myself accountable like Jaime did. I just kind of wanted to start doing it. Mm-hmm. So paying for a coach really put me in the position to hold myself accountable because I'm like, I'm spending all this money. I should follow the plan. I should do it right. Like if I want to make this happen, I'm going to do it now. So it was an 8-week plan. I lost like 30 pounds. I just followed the plan to a T, did it, went to Thailand for a month, came back in December, Christmas rolled around, and I was like, I want to hop back onto another plan, and I kind of want to compete. And the new wellness division just came into the United States, so I was like, this division seems better than bikini for me, like more fitting. Started prepping for that, and that happened. The show that I was aiming for was in April. Mm-hmm. That got canceled. I was 3 weeks out. I was a little sad.
Damn.
Yeah.
You're like fucking there.
Yeah, I was
like,
right
bro,
there.
I'm fucking ready to go.
We were both 3 weeks out.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh. When did you just have a show? Anytime soon?
My next show is actually in 6 weeks. So I'm gonna start feeling those prep feels we were talking
about
pretty soon.
Oh damn.
She's already
I can feel your high energy right now.
Yeah. You feel it? Yeah. Get to know it now because in a couple of weeks it's going to have dissipated.
When you see her at the gym, don't
be like,
her.
I'm the same thing like Darren. I'm like, what's up?
Bruh, if I mad dog you in the gym, it's not intentional. I'm letting you know right now.
Yeah, you're good.
Don't ask her to take her headphones off.
It's not happening. Noise canceling for a reason. Anyways, go on.
But yeah, okay, so the COVID happened, whatever. Everybody knows that. And
everybody knows.
It's just been the life we've all been living for the past 8 months.
And I didn't really like my experience with my last coach, so I decided to go with a female coach due to hormones and all that. And girls know girls, they know what to eat. We need higher fats for sure. Carbs are energy. I cannot stress that enough.
You just felt like the coach before, he just didn't understand you fully, just 100%.
Yeah.
Carbs are not the enemy.
Carbs are not. I went from eating 50 to like 75 grams for like 3 months straight, which is not good. Let me tell you that. That is not how you grow. And I switched coaches, and immediately she was giving me 300 grams of carbs. And that, like, it just...
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a way different coaching style.
Yes!
Yeah, bro. I don't know.
Way different. Totally. And, like, her style is, like, amazing. Like, I'll have, like, a high-carb day with low fats, moderate protein, or she'll give me high fats, moderate protein, low carbs. Like, it's like a
solid little cycle.
That's the word.
It's a nice little period.
She's kind of giving you a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, I'll have, like, moderate days, high days of everything. It just depends, And I don't know, switching was probably, like, the best thing I could have done. I love my coach, and I will not be switching at all. Like, hands down, if anybody needs a coach, me or Jamie are available.
Yeah, we are.
Or my coach.
Yeah. How do you, what got you guys into coaching? What made you decide to make the move to coaching?
I think it was just kind of like my time to start helping people now that my show's over. I put in like an Instagram post out like 3 weeks. I was like 3 weeks out, and I was like, oh, I want to start coaching people.
Yeah, I thought you were crazy.
It was a little crazy move of myself. Yeah. But I got a few clients, and like now that I'm on my off season, I can take on more. So I just really want to help people because I know people can do it.
Yeah.
I feel like your show almost was like a proof of concept.
Yeah.
It was like,
totally.
I know what I'm doing. So like.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I think like for me it was like just having people getting approached by people first off and foremost, like acknowledging like your hard work and your accomplishments as well. So after that, it just like that's what motivates me to like. Because I know I did it, so, like, it totally means someone else can absolutely do it, And I, like, can help facilitate you to get there, like, so long as, you're in the right mindset. Because, like, it's that switch that needs to be flipped at the end of the day.
What is that the main thing for bodybuilding or for, like, even...
Mentality?
Yeah, is mentality the main thing, the mindset?
Is like a big thing.
It's huge, because it never leaves you. Yeah. Like, you always have that voice in the back of your head.
Yeah, exactly.
Anytime we like eat something or like I'll call her and I'll be like, is this okay? Like she has to reassure me, like, because I'll freak out. Like if I eat like over anything, I'll be like, like
I fucked up.
Yeah, I'll be like, I'm fucked for the rest of the week, you know?
Yeah.
No, and like, it's debilitating to think like that, you know, all the time. Like, of course you want to keep yourself in check. You want to follow a plan, like, you want to follow a diet. Like, you absolutely can binge and go over so easy. You do need to put yourself in check at times, but it's also okay to be human at times. Yeah. And like, you know, it's okay to go over. It's not, the world's not going to stop spinning if you go over your carbs one day.
Yeah, you go 2 grams over.
No, but like you acknowledge that you did, and you're like, okay, moving forward, you know, maybe I should count them a little closer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What are you guys' your ladies? Sorry, what's your ladies' goals for your careers? Like, is it just push on the bodybuilding, personal training? Would you hopefully open your own gym? Would you start your own fitness team? Like, what would you do? Give me some. What have you guys? Because you guys got to be discussing business plans, right, together. So give me a little insight on your business.
You're still in the running of that competition.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that was a little competition. Jamie was in like a magazine. You explain.
It was just like a competition for Miss Health and Fitness 2020. So it was like, it would have been winning 20 grand on like the cover of a fitness magazine, which would have been really cool, you know, publicity and just a cool experience.
She made it very far.
Yeah, we got 5th, I think. Yeah. So like that's
cool.
You were
5th?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like that's cool. So we'll take it.
5th out of how many you guys know?
There was a lot.
Dude,
there was a lot.
It was like an internet thing, you know, so it was like anyone.
Because I was seeing girls like I follow like around the world, whatever, and they were posting it too, and I was like, oh, my girl Jamie's making it.
Hey, but you know what? It's like one of those things that like even though I didn't win it, like we listened to another podcast talks about the champion mentality. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's like you still like, okay, this wasn't for me this time. Who's to say it won't be next time? Who's to say there's not something better? Like, kudos to whoever got it. Like, you know,
just keep it moving, keep grinding.
It moving. Like, and that's exactly it. We're gonna keep grinding. We've got other things on the horizon, and that's what matters.
Keep kicking those fucking doors open.
Yeah, like power kicking because we got some meat on these legs. Okay.
But yeah, we really...
I see you two squatting. I think you squat more than I do.
She does.
I just got told no more heavy squats.
What's your max right now?
335.
What the fuck? You do squat more than I do.
Isn't that insane? Doesn't that make your knees
I can do like 315 for 2, and then I did...
That's so bad.
His knees are crazy.
No, mine too. I'm over here like, no.
I made this joke, I don't know how many times, but I'm going to say it again. I told Dejan every time I work out with him and we're doing squats, I'm like, dude, I feel like you're a bitch, bro. Like, he's doing like 405 and he's got to take off 2 plates. And then I'm doing like 225, and you gotta put 2 plates back on for him.
And I'm over there 225.
I'm like, dude, I feel like I'm your lady, bro. Like, dude, like, I don't know how you do that.
Dejan's like another beast, though.
He's just built
He's
different.
like an animal.
He's built different.
Yeah.
I swear, if he were to compete, he would crush the game.
He would go straight. He'd get his pro card.
He could easy.
He's a very large individual. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's a monster.
And he would be like in his own class too.
Dude, I know. I was like, where would you put him? Yeah, because large individual. Yeah.
He's a large individual.
Yeah.
And I don't even know how he got there. Have you seen his high school photos?
Yeah.
Freshman year, he was like...
He was skinny. A skinny little
80
thing.
pounds. Like,
yeah.
Jeez. Didn't even have no muscle.
Yeah.
You get like,
The glow up.
I don't know what happened. College football, I guess. Maybe some roids. He says he never took roids, but fuck, I don't know.
Who knows?
I'm gonna disagree with him. That's a body of fucking... When you're lifting that much weight, dude...
We're just gonna...
We'll just skip past that.
Sip the tea.
Yeah, I was like, what happened to this tea business? Fucking Boston Tea Party over here. God damn.
Dejan's gonna be like, what the fuck are they talking about? Some water now.
Just sip on some water. I'm gonna hit my pin for a second.
That was Jamie the whole weekend in Vegas.
That was Jamie on the way over here.
The pin? I smoked a bowl right before you guys got here.
I was like, should we eat it?
I was a little stoned when we started. I was like, trying to think of questions.
I'm screaming. Oh my god.
Can't breathe.
Perfect.
I love it. I love getting high before the podcast. It makes it so hard. I like shit being difficult. No.
Shoot.
I made it difficult.
Love the obstacles.
Yeah,
Let's go.
yeah.
Let's go.
So, starting bodybuilding, did you guys have a lot of friends that were, like, I think we talked about it a little bit before the podcast, but did you have some haters? Did you guys have some friends that were just, like, against you guys? Or were they, like...
I think, like, once you get started, people are pretty, like...
Opinionated.
Go you. Yeah, well, so that way. I got a lot of go you.
Okay.
I didn't have a lot of haters, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think
Are you from the Valley?
Originally, yes.
Yeah.
But she moved away.
Yeah, but I went to school in LA.
Is that where you started, like, your whole bodybuilding?
Yeah, I started when I was
When
living
did you
in LA.
start? You're out here in the Valley?
Yeah.
Oh, that answers it right there.
Oh,
The Valley.
that's it.
The Valley.
Haters.
That's it. Yeah.
Just,
Hatersville.
I've had
Yeah,
this
see, when I
conversation.
came back here, I was already buff, so I was like, let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Who wants some?
Yeah, I'm
You
already
know,
here.
The
bro.
glow up had already
Yeah.
I
happened.
met her and I was like, oh my god.
I moved out
let's
here
go.
like 5 weeks before my first show.
Yeah.
What made you move back?
Just because I had a house here, and it was like moving back home, and like my best friend that I was living with in LA, she got an awesome job with Amazon and moved up north, and so we just kind of parted ways, and like things weren't working out in the job sphere in LA, so this was like coming back home for me. And then Danielle came up to me in the gym and complimented my rack, and I was like, oh, we are best friends.
Yep.
There it is.
That's
Yeah.
it, and we've been friends ever since.
She's a very social butterfly.
No, she really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we discussed bikinis for like
Yeah.
10 minutes after that.
Literally.
I feel like she's cool with everybody else.
I know.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
It's hard to get a workout in sometimes. I'm
Dude,
like,
I'll be
I'm
talking
like,
to
can we
everybody
fucking
for like
go? Like,
20 minutes.
Yeah.
Catching up on life.
That's why, again, another reason why I smoke. I like smoking, and I go in there and I like I don't want to talk. I'm like,
Yep.
I try to hide from everybody.
Me
You know?
too.
Yeah. How'd you like living in LA? Was it nice?
It was
over there?
different. Yeah, it was an experience. Like I liked it, and I also didn't like it. It had its pros and cons, just like anywhere.
Where'd you live at?
I was in East LA. I was in Montebello.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
good, or-
Barrio.
Good?
Yeah. I mean, it was like kind of hoodish, but
Yeah.
like respected it, you know.
Is it like
Respect
San Diego?
Yeah, the taqueros,
Oh.
like all those guys.
It's like a Chula Vista?
Just talk about hustling. No, not Chula Vista.
Okay.
That's
I'm trying to
San
compare it in
Diego.
my mind. No, like...
Oh. No, like... I don't really know.
Like a
It's
Coachella?
like, dude, it's like a class of its own. It's East LA, dude. Like,
Yeah, it's like
I've never
they got
been to
TV
LA,
shows
so I don't
and
even
movies
know
like
what-
all about like East
yeah,
LA, like
exactly.
you know. But no, it was
It's just
different,
like kind of
but-
like gangs and shit.
Oh.
It was pretty.
Okay.
Like,
No, but
can be. Just hood,
That
yeah,
just
can
like
be hood.
puts the ring on it.
Yeah, but it's LA because LA's got a little bit of everything.
Yeah,
it's
and it was
hood,
like-
it's hippie, it's fucking
it was
everything.
like 15 minutes from DTLA, so it was like, you know, kind of still had that kind of like grungy city vibe to it, and like,
yeah.
you know, but it was really authentic at the same time.
What was your favorite thing to do in LA? Do you have any secret spots that you can tell people of? Because I go to LA and every time I go there, I'm like,
She's like...
I partied a lot in LA. Like, I
really?
partied my ass off in LA. Yeah, for
I
sure.
feel like that's what you do.
For sure. Like, there was this, like, Hollywood was a jam. Like, Cabo Wabo is bomb. On
I've
Hollywood
heard that
Boulevard.
from another
So
person,
much
too.
fun. It's so
Yeah.
much fun always. And then there's a bar that's, like, themed to everything Tim Burton, which
Ooh,
is pretty
I
sick.
wanna go.
Yeah, it's like a low-key spot. Like, you would never know. And
I
then
love Halloween.
inside, it's just, like, Oogie Boogie and all those guys kicking it. It's dope.
That's legit.
Yeah, it's super dope.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, LA, I get to LA and I can't even, I look at the streets, there's so much shit. I try to
It's so
search
much
for something
shit.
on Yelp, there's like 10,000 food places. I'm like, bro.
Meanwhile, you're
this
having
shit.
an anxiety
I'm
attack trying
super
to drive.
stoned. I can't
That's us in Vegas. I'm
Yeah.
like, where's the breakfast place?
How was
that?
Easier to
What'd you do after
navigate.
your show?
Oh,
Yeah.
we went to a pancake place and we devoured everything.
Yeah? Did
Like-
you party
Oh
after
my
your show at all?
No.
No.
We partied with food.
Yeah.
Really?
A lot of food.
Yeah.
That's the life of a bodybuilder right
No,
there.
it really
It
is.
was.
And I was even saying, I was like, it's so funny because, like, the highlights of those trips, besides obviously the show, was like going to the different gyms and being like, ooh, like,
Yeah. Who's
where
here?
are no, like, where are we? Like, it's a new playground,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Versus like going out to different clubs and you know partying and all that. Like,
How'd you guys get to, like, were you just showing off your fucking first place award and you're like, hey, can I get into the gym for a day? Or
No.
You're like,
Okay, I wasn't allowed to gym for the last 2 days because I just had to rest. So they
Oh,
went and dropped
okay.
my little children off at the gym.
no, we stole her card with
Yeah.
ourselves. We're like, you have to stay here, not us.
I was in my spray tan just sitting at home like, I'm bored.
Nah.
Yeah, just chilling.
Yeah, basically.
How was that your first time in Vegas? Or have you ever been to Vegas before?
No, it was not. I'm very well acquainted with Las Vegas. I could tell you some spots there too if you want.
We were walking on the strip and she's like, I've been there and there and there.
It was fun. I was like the little tour guide. I was like, y'all are with Vegas, Jamie, now. Let's go, kids.
Let's fucking move on past the party.
Let's do it, yeah.
How are you guys surviving COVID? What are you guys doing on the daily? Like, since everything's closed down, like, are you guys just fucking... What are you doing to keep yourself sane?
Job.
Yeah, what are you doing for work?
Yeah, I actually work at a personal training gym that's like open low key. It's kind of like a speakeasy gym. It's kind of cool. Like,
really?
Yeah, I feel like the gatekeeper to like somewhere that's like forbidden.
She does. She is.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, it's cool.
So how many people are like in the gym at a time when you're there?
Not many, because it's a personal training gym. So it's just trainers bringing in their clients. You know, we have different time slots allotted for them to come through and train, and it's more so been like the experience of like starting a business firsthand. Like in the beginning, like I was very much involved with like, you know, contacting suppliers for different things.
Wait, you started this business?
I did.
Oh, so this is your own gym?
It's not my own gym, but I helped the owner start it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
So
you're like very deep in the business of it.
Yeah, and it's crazy. Yeah, because it's like that's one of my goals would to ultimately be to own my own gym at some point. So it's like it's really made me appreciate like what really has to go into it, and I've gotten to do those things without being financially at risk. Like I'm working with someone else's money, so it's like the best thing like I could have done.
What have you learned? What have you learned so far from that experience? From basically, so you're like managing it? Or
yeah. So like, dude, honestly, I've just learned that like confidence is key. Like I've had to make cold calls to people, and like that gives me such anxiety. Like calling someone off Yelp, like what the hell?
And they're just like, what the fuck?
You know, they have no idea who I am, but you gotta fake it till you make it. You gotta be confident. Like it's like I've always been a driven person, but it's taught me to like really have my drive just like on point, because you gotta go after what you want. You know, in order for shit to happen, you gotta make shit happen. Is what I've learned at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Like,
and that's kind of crazy. Like you said that, like you just kind of it's so weird how many people will say yes if you just kind of ask, you know, like you just go and you make the call.
And what's the worst thing that's gonna happen? Someone says no. Okay, cool, peace. Next person, like.
Just keep it
on to the next. Keep it moving.
Exactly. I kind of learned that. I started my own like drone. It was like my drone photography.
Cool.
And I learned that the same shit. You kind of gotta learn how to talk to people, and like you said, you gotta just kind of be very upfront. And especially when I've had people like I was working for a golf course and I had to do like their whole golf course, do like a flyover. And those motherfuckers were like holding my payment, and they wanted me to like keep changing the video up. And I finally like after like twice I was like, bro, you need to fucking pay me or you're not getting the fucking video. Yeah. And they're like, oh, we got your payment today. I was like, yeah, like you know, sometimes you gotta kind of. Just like you said, you gotta kind of be sometimes you gotta be stern. You gotta kind of be about your shit.
It's definitely taught me to be like assertive.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And assert yourself, because if you don't, people are gonna take advantage of you and they're gonna walk all over you. And that comes with training too. Yeah. You know, especially when it's like, you know, maybe like a friend of a friend that like you wants training but like expects it for free or something. Like, no, I'm sorry, like regardless of our relationship, like this is my career we're talking about.
It's fucking business, dude.
You know?
I gotta make money, you know?
Yeah. So it's like, you know, and it's one of those things you gotta get comfortable with confrontation, because that's gonna happen all the time.
Yeah.
People be like, really? Like what the fuck? And you're like, dude.
You gotta get comfortable. Even just like discussing like money's an uncomfortable topic to discuss, like as it is. You know, so it's like just being comfortable with that and being like, yo, this is what it is. Like, this is my job.
Yeah. And it becomes easier. The more straight up you are about it, and you just kind of say it. It's a lot easier than trying to, like, you know, and, put icing on it, you know, make it, like whatever.
And once you have clientele, it's like, you know.
It's like the proof is in the pudding.
Yeah, Exactly. How's your training going so far? How has it been with your first couple clients?
It's actually really good. I love them. They follow their plans. They know what they're expected to do. And I don't have to tell them anything. Like... Do you know what I mean? Like, Like, they do what they're supposed to do. They follow their plan like I do with my coach. And if they have questions, they have access to me 24/7. Train them one-on-one. I give them all my knowledge, you know? They pay me, and I give them what they pay for, you know?
Exactly,
Like, I feel like people, like, that hit us up, and they're like, they're our friends, or, like, friends of friends, that's just saying. Like, they're like, oh, like, can you hook it up and stuff? But it's like... If we were to hook it up and we give you, like, a deal, like, oh, here's a free training plan, here's a free meal plan, like, they're not going to follow it.
Exactly.
And
it's free.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, cool, you know?
You know, it's an investment.
And, like, I, like...
That's like this. This, for example, I pay $200 a month just for this room, just for the studio, just for that, it's like it's an investment. Like I gotta do it now. Yeah.
Absolutely. It makes you want to work harder.
I gotta find people to be guests on the podcast. I have no choice. It's like I'm not paying $200 for nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's good though. That's good that you have people that are doing it, but that sucks that it's always the friends that are always like trying to get it free or trying to get a cut, trying to get it like 50% off or whatever. And those are the people that really don't want it. Those are the people that, the friends that hit you up are the ones that are just kind of, they want to look cool, or they just want to I just want to have a good time. I kind of want to work hard, but not hard enough, not like those people I'm sure that are your trainer right now really want to be bodybuilders or really want to be about it.
One of them,
Really?
I have my first competitor,
Oh, really? What's that?
Yeah, she's going to compete in January, February. She's looking really good, and she finally reached out and, made the switch. So she's like, I really want to do it, I'm motivated, so I'm having my coaches help me with it. Because I'm not experienced in, giving somebody, that protocol yet. I'm more lifestyle-based. That's where I'm branching out right now. So teaching somebody to get on stage and compete is a whole different ballgame.
Totally different
ballgame. I think this business, it's all about who you know, and I'm glad I have the help and support System of my coaches. They're not being oh no, we don't want to help you, because it's their business too. We're branching out over here, and I want to make them look good.
Yeah, that's legit that they have no problem with you branching out and coaching yourself. They're like, oh yeah, I want to help you out. Because some people would be like, fuck, they kind of deep down hate you for that. They'd be like, damn, fuck you. You're trying to coach too, You're trying to coach and I'm coaching,
Yeah. But it's I feel with competing, it's your coaches have coaches.
That's what it seems like, right? No, everybody has a coach. Everybody's got a different coach.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Why is it just hard to, you just can't keep yourself, you can't objectively watch yourself? Is that what it is?
You need another set of eyes because people see what you can't see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel it also comes down to that little voice in the back of your head though too. You also need that person to hold you accountable. At the end of the day, you need to be checking in with someone, letting you know, giving it to you straight, because you could be telling yourself something in the back of your mind.
I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Yeah. I can eat these other set of carbs. It's no biggie.
Hello. Yeah. No, seriously. But
yeah, exactly.
It's demanding.
These fries are potatoes.
Yeah.
It's good for me.
Right. Complex carb, right?
Complex carb.
Yeah. For sure.
Oh my gosh. And that's why these influencers, whatever you want to call them, frustrate me because they're selling these cookie cutter programs that are 4 weeks, and I feel these girls are buying them and they think oh my god, I'm gonna get so fit off this, she did it. But you don't realize what goes into somebody's body. You don't know their skeletal mass. You don't know their water intake. You don't know how much they weigh, what their height is. These people are just selling these basic programs, and it's people don't need that. And you're
And I feel it's giving the industry a bad rap at the end of the day. Because sure, these people are going to buy into it, and then after 4 weeks, when they look the same and they still have a sedentary lifestyle, it's going to speak for itself.
Yeah, it just makes the industry look very fatty. It's a lot of fads and fake, and that sucks for everybody that is real and that is trying to make an actual difference.
Because before I got my first coach, I was buying them. I was oh, I'm going to try this little 8-week thing. She's cool. I follow her on Instagram. Whatever, and you realize it doesn't work.
Trash.
Nobody's everybody's so different. My macros don't work for her.
Right.
Her macros don't work for me. She has different cardio than me. I have it depends, even hormone based, your cycle, Stella
for women.
Yeah, for women it's so different.
This is getting so far. I'm gonna clock out.
Now I'm
let's just say you're on your time of the month.
I got you.
You gotta raise women's fats for that period of the week. Because
that means more almonds, ladies.
Let's go.
Really? Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's a math. I literally tell my coach when I'm gonna be on my cycle, and she plays with the macros because you'll have to women are very complex.
It's literally down to biological chemical level, and it's just.
That trips me out when you guys start talking about the macros, and then on top of that, when you're talking about macros, and then it matters if you're on your period or not.
Basically.
What the fuck, dude? That's so scientific. It's not you're lifting and eating healthy.
No, it is.
Eating chicken and rice.
No. And that's why this is a lifestyle choice. It's not just something you're I'm gonna crash diet for 5 weeks and do the damn thing. No,
shit's not for the
you
week.
Gotta understand yourself and your body to its literal core, its chemical core.
Yeah. How important is it to have a team?
Oh, very important.
Like a team that you're
like maybe not a team, but like a team, like as in like people you work out with, people you work out with, or like you know like the coach, like
dude.
your little group, you know, like not just go at it alone. You know what I'm saying? Like how important is that?
I feel like
that workout group you got.
I can speak from both sides of the fence because like when I did my first show, I did it completely independently. Like I was on I had a coach. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, got you. Mm-hmm.
Everyone has a coach.
Everybody.
Yes.
I had a coach.
Gotcha.
But that was it. And like, you know, I made my move back out here to the Valley 5 weeks before my show. My coach was in LA. Mm-hmm. So it was like, you know, we had like that remote online thing. And, you know, I did the show and I did well in the show, which was cool. And now doing these preps, we can say, because we've been through like 3 preps and done one show.
And she won the whole show.
Shout
Let's
out
just
COVID.
Be real right there.
Your show you did,
she won the whole show.
I won my division, yeah. So just subtle flex.
Big flex. Like, Jesus. Let's not beat around the bush.
Can you ladies just not flex? Because you're buffer than I am. Come on.
There's a lot of muscle in this side of the couch.
I know, right?
It's dense.
It's dense. So you both are just over there just winning shows, huh?
You know, and that's the goal.
So you've both done one show so far?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah,
okay,
that's
so
it.
both one
full show, yeah. And they were pretty much live. But now, what I was going to say, like the second time around going into prep, like I've got Danielle and I've got Stella and I've got like, you know, my girls in my corner. And honestly, it's been such a great experience already. I don't know how I would do it like without you guys. Like they motivate the hell out of me every day. Like it's crazy. But
I even saw some of your posts on Instagram for your shows. Like, damn, you guys are partying. You know, you guys are having a good time. Like all your friends are good.
We have to.
And not like that. You know, not like partying. You know, partying like you guys are just enjoying yourselves.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
no,
saying?
totally.
Like I think people also like they make the sport out to be like it's so stressful, but it doesn't have to be. Like you can have fun, you can enjoy yourself, you can go out to eat, you can be with your friends. Like it doesn't have to be crazy. And if you get to the point where it's not fun anymore, you shouldn't do it. Yeah. Or you should take a step back and realize like like this is back to like a podcast we listen to. Like it's not your season.
And just reevaluate some things, and that's okay.
Yeah, that's kind of what I had Johnny Bernstein on the podcast, and he was saying that he was like, I just kind of had to. He went into like I think he went into one of the Mr. Olympias, or he went into something, and he was just way out of shape, and he's like, I had to just reevaluate, like and I don't know how long he's been out, but I think he's gonna do a show pretty soon, or he was talking about getting back into it. But it's tough, you know.
Oh,
it's
totally
a tough career,
is.
you know. It's a tough profession, so sometimes you gotta take that break.
Yeah.
Sometimes you do because like sometimes you do understand yourself like to that core. Going back to that again, you know, it's like so you really gotta do what's best for you and what's most healthy from you, like you know, inside out.
Yeah. Do you ladies?
It's okay.
Do you do any? I like it. Do you do any sort of like meditation or anything?
I feel like the last few months we haven't meditated, but we've really got into like tapping into like our own like potential and like manifesting things that we want out of our.
We sound like such basic bitch,
but it's
Instagram
true.
Like manifesting.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, before COVID happened, like I was really into yoga. Like I was doing trapeze yoga like twice a week. It sounds crazy because it is, but it was bomb.
I don't know, that
Definitely
sounds cool.
Yeah. But I think like as far as like meditation, like you know, stretching and doing like recovery things like that are huge. But also like Danielle's saying, like you know, looking within yourself and really like evaluating your goals and seeing your direction. And I believe in angel numbers. That's
a big thing we've been into.
Okay, you're gonna have to
numerology and
it's just like fuck.
Should we talk about?
Let's talk about it. I'm listening.
Should we talk about almonds and periods instead?
Yeah. No, I want to listen about. I want to listen about the angel numbers.
Angel numbers.
Are you ladies into rocks as well?
No.
My mom paints rocks.
We don't do the rocks. The crystals.
That's what I meant. Yeah, the crystals.
The crystals. No, not the.
Okay, so what's the angel number?
Angel numbers basically it's like. Typically, it's like when 3 of the same number align. So, like 777, 888, like
1111.
1111. You see it randomly, and like it's something that like keeps like you know whether it be a time or like
when we were going to anywhere. We were going to Vegas. I screenshot it so fast. We were on the freeway. And it was like 55, 222, 44, and then on my dash it was like 111. And I was like, this is like. A great vibe aura going into the trip.
What happened was we hit the angel number lottery.
Yeah.
And it was like the pin machine. No, so like it's just a reoccurring number, and basically, like, each number is supposed to have, like, a spiritual meaning behind it. So basically, it's supposed to be, like, your angels essentially, like, talking to you. And, like, maybe it's not angels, it's whatever you believe in.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
a presence, a higher being, like, you know, whatever it may be, like, attributed to yourself. Like, and it's just, I don't know, it's kind of a thing of comfort and, like, just...
Where did you, like, find out about angel numbers? Like, where were you, like...
I don't know.
Yeah, I
Where did it
told
come
you
from?
about it.
She told me about it, and I always see
numerology has
now.
always been a thing. Like, my mom, like, knows numerology, like, pretty well. I don't know how.
So is that just a study
how.
of numbers?
Literally, it's exactly what it sounds like.
Okay.
So I don't know what kind of retreats Heidi went on back in the day, but, like, she knows numerology, and so, like... I kind of learned it through that, and just, like, I heard it from, like, some of my other friends, too, who believe in it, so it's, like, it's not a far-fetched concept. Like, there's definitely people who, like, believe in it, too. And,
No. I never heard of it, so that's why I'm kind of interested.
So, like, for example...
So, you got it from your mom? You found out from your mom? Is that
pretty
kind
much.
Of who got it?
Yeah. So, my angel number as of recently is 211, right? So, like, I was telling Danielle yesterday, I was at the beach where I got this lovely sunburn, and I saw a fire truck, and it had the number 211 on it. Mm-hmm. And then today at work, like, my coworker flipped his Apple Watch, and his calorie count said 211. So, it's, like, things like that, like random occurrences.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, like...
And so do you search 211, and then you see what that kind of means?
I have before, and I don't remember exactly what it means off top. I definitely have to Google it again.
That's dope.
From a semi-reliable source.
Semi-reliable.
And just, like, whatever I gravitate towards, like, that must be what it means to my life. Like...
That's interesting. I'm one of those guys that's, like the numbers on, like, the volume has to be, like, 10. Or
mine
like
is, like,
15.
I'm like that too. No. I have to have an
even numbers, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I'll be in the car, and I'm like, no, one notch down.
Yeah, I always do 22.
Yeah.
And, like 17, like, nah, it doesn't work.
No, I don't like that number.
I even like fucking like stepping on sidewalks. Sometimes I'm like, I'm not stepping on cracks.
Right?
Like, I do some weird shit like that, you know. So I get it. I get that. You know, the numbers and shit. I kind of go with that shit too. Especially, I think that comes along with maybe like competitions and sports and like because I played sports, so I was like I'm very like superstitious. So it was like if I touch something with this hand, I gotta touch it with this hand, and it was like weird. Like,
watch, you're gonna start seeing numbers now though.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear what your angel number is. You'll have to let us know.
I'll let you know. If you don't have your headphones on, I get fit.
Right?
I'll let you know.
Yeah. In like the next 6 weeks.
I'll be like this. I'll give you the number.
And I'll be like, got you.
All right, I think we should wrap this shit up. You guys ready to wrap it up?
Cool, let's do it.
So before we wrap it up, though, I want you to drop your Instagrams, drop your social media, see where everybody can find you.
Cool.
Just drop all your shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Any big moves? Any brands you're repping or anything you're repping?
Okay. No, don't give them that space. Yeah,
no.
let's wait for the discount code.
You guys don't got them yet?
We're in the process.
They need to give them to you already. Cause
they do.
You both are winning first places at your fucking you're
it's
doing
a process.
work. It's not like you're not.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I get so frustrated.
Yeah, you don't just stand there like working with cables.
Yeah. God. Yeah.
So wait, drop your shit. Something.
Drop your shit.
My Instagram is Train with Danny with 3 eyes.
And my Instagram is jminxfitness, MINX.
And if you get confused with that, just go on my page and find her tag.
We're tagged in everything. We also wear little necklaces with our names on them, so.
And so, if they want to train with you guys, can they just find you on Instagram? Do they just reach out on Instagram?
Just shoot a DM, and I'll get back to you like as soon as possible. I'm usually really fast.
Are you training men and women?
Yes.
Totally.
Are you training any guys right now?
No.
Damn, I want to see you train a dude.
I'll train you.
Train me?
Yeah.
I'm with it. You lift 335 on squat. I feel like a bitch now. I need to step up my game.
Everyone's welcome. Just the only thing, like, you got to be ready to get fit. Like, if you're ready to get fit, we can train you.
Like, we're trying to train some athletes. We don't lift cables. We use cables, but we're not going to give you bands. Like,
I might.
That's not the main workout.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
And I think like our biggest thing is like we want to teach you how to do things properly. Like.
There's a reason why, they say, like, so many people do the old school method. There's a reason why the old school method is still relevant and why it's still being passed on. Shit works.
Mm-hmm. What is the old school method?
Jaime? I'm like,
I don't know. I get what you're saying. Though, I guess. Like just the overall, like the main lifts, like you were saying.
Yeah, like you want to build muscle, you know, you lift heavy. Like
you don't need to do this frou-frou shit.
Not all those new trendy workouts and all that.
You don't have to do that. And it all depends where your goals lie too. You know, like what is it you want to achieve? Because there's different training methods for that. And like, you know, people who have worked with them are going to be able to tell you that and like what to do. Like, are we building muscle? Are we losing fat? Are we doing, you know what I mean? So it's just like.
That's so crazy how I know nothing about that. I'll be in there like just
really?
Yeah, just work out like a savage and just like don't eat shit.
That's how you
don't eat?
I don't eat shit.
No.
I was like,
you're not squatting heavy. What the hell?
I was like, well, it's because at one point when I was in college I was like 270. I got out of high school I was like 270. I was like, bro, I'm fucking done eating. So I basically just eating like one meal a day, just working out like a savage. It got me back into shape, but I know that's not good. You know what I'm saying? I know
you gotta get you on that muscle egg.
Bitch, that's the discount code I'm waiting on. Where you all that? Let's go.
What is it for? What?
Muscle egg. It's like flavored egg. I'm not gonna say too much because they haven't sponsored me.
Yeah, what the? Oh, muscle egg.
Muscle egg.
Oh, I've heard of them. Yeah.
It's so
but
good.
what the fuck's up with them? They're not sponsoring you guys?
But not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet. See, that's the thing.
Not yet.
You gotta speak it into existence.
They're on the 100 podcast now. They'll sponsor them. I'm just kidding.
You
You
know.
guys, you're way more famous than I am already. So.
Oh my god.
All right.